yet God's Word's saying that darkness is actually a substance, and now in the last 20 years, science has shown, oh my gosh, the Bible's right.
Well, I love your enthusiasm, but again, dark matter is not the same as darkness. I still don't think any scientist considers darkness to be a substance. But here's the question. Is the term choshech, or darkness, in the Bible used to designate psychological darkness, meaning the absence of visible light, or is it used to designate dark matter? I don't think I need to say that in the vast majority of cases where the Bible uses the term choshech, it means ordinary darkness, like Ezekiel 22:8. All the lights in the skies I will darken above you and bring darkness upon the land. That's not talking about dark matter. Or when Isaiah says in 9:1, the people who walk in darkness have seen a brilliant light. Darkness means the absence of illumination, or in this case, metaphorically, ignorance. He's not talking about dark matter either. So overall, in the Bible, choshech just means darkness, the same way we all use the term. But let's look at some of the uses of choshech in Genesis, because I think that's probably what you're looking at. In Genesis 1:4, God separates light from darkness. Incidentally, in Genesis, God does not create the darkness. So if it is indeed a substance in its own right, it seems to have existed from before creation. I guess if you want, you can regard the darkness as its own something or other based on this verse, and maybe that's how ancient people regarded it. But you can't regard it as scientific dark matter, because dark matter is only detectable on the largest scales of galaxies and has no perceptible effects within our solar system. So the darkness of Genesis 1:4 is certainly not the dark matter of physics. And you can't say that when God separated light from darkness, it means he put all the dark matter somewhere else, because in verse 5, God called the darkness night. Night is what we call the period of time when the sun is not shining, which has nothing to do with dark matter, so that definitely suggests that darkness in Genesis is in fact just the absence of light. Now, it's possible that ancient people regarded darkness differently than we do, but we can be pretty certain that the darkness that accompanies night is in fact just the absence of light. It's not dark matter. In 1:18, God makes the sun and the moon to rule over and separate the light and darkness. So again, this gives us no reason to think the darkness is anything other than the absence of light. So, there's actually no reason to think that the Bible's mention of darkness has anything whatsoever to do with the dark matter of astrophysics. And really, why do you think it would?